開始遊戲，控制睇埋控制先都係。開始 Season The Letter to the Future。
Who are you? I don't know, but I'm writing to you anyway. Where are you? How far in the future? Where'd you find my journal? I may never know, but you can know me from what I put down on these pages. I come from a little village in the mountains. No one has left here since before I was born. But our lives changed overnight. Just a few days ago when my best friend had a prophetic dream. A vision that the elder said means this season is going to end soon. The world is about to enter a new era. A great change is coming. Everyone was afraid. I was surrounded by questions and I began to feel how little I know. What is this season that is about to end, and why is it ending? What exactly is out there that could turn the world inside out? If there are still voices singing and laughing in the wilderness, I could record them before they're gone. I also thought of my dad, who always wanted to see the outside world but never did. So, I asked if I could leave. The elder had one condition for letting me go. That I take what I collect to the museum vault, a palace of art and memory at the edge of the earth. She says it's the only place safe from the turmoil of a changing season. I hope that's where you're reading this now. I can't stop the change that is coming, but this time on Earth could live on in these pages. What it looks like, sounds like, how it feels to be alive right now. I'm writing to you at the crack of dawn on the morning I leave home. I can smell breakfast cooking in the other room, and I can hear my mom's voice.
呢個係啱啱佢講嗰啲嘢。致未來的信。哦，呢個係啱啱睇過嘅。哦，已完成。OK。
3, 2, 1. Hooray! Mr. Lotto's here.
給無聊小孩嘅恐怖故事。較細聲少少先啊！佢個太大聲啦，對我嚟講。等先，執咗個袋先。
My bag and Dad's camera, ready for the great departure. My bag and Dad's camera, ready for the great departure.
好似動物先啦。有段文字寫住咩？希望比起一條魚，你更喜歡它。派特講嘅。我像喎。第一，流浪故事節。係條錯仔 ，OK， 呢個折紙。等先，嗰個真係太大聲，較細聲少少先。閱讀派特接嘅派特係邊個呢？晚上就回來。都係嘈嘅，較多少少。3重學，冇乜特別。舊字抄啦。貓頭鷹展翅飛過繁榮之境，這張紙幣價值10壽司。睇咗呢個，冇得跑啊，慢慢行，幾有 style 喎！呢個黑人主角着得兜住件褸咁樣。仔細看這個場景
The
先啦。
burner's on the table, ready to make a pendant. Mom is cooking sweet bark soup. She got out some old tapes.
You're up.
你
What
醒
are you
啦？
doing standing there?
跟住做乜嘢？
Time to get going.
出發啦！
It's gonna be a beautiful morning. I'm making progress.
準備正做到一半。
I found the burner, camera, recorder, travel bag. Breakfast is in progress. Still gotta make a pendant. We haven't used this in so long. Good thing I saved the instructions. Just as you would use a shield to protect your body, an identity pendant protects your mind. Your thoughts, memories, everything that makes you, you. We don't wear them here in the village anymore, but if you're going into the outside world, I'll feel better when you've got a pendant shielding you.
點解要保護啊？
Diseases of the mind, like the dream sickness.
吊嘴係點出現嘅？
It was Dr. Fumio's last invention. He realized that some psychedelic maladies were impossible to cure, So he made the pendant to prevent them in the first place. If you have a better idea how to protect your brain from being destroyed, let's hear it. That's what I thought. In times of war, a pendant can be used to identify a body. Let's skip that part. Objects have two layers, the physical and the mental. The pendant needs to absorb both. 1. Collect a sentimental object for each sense: sound, smell, feel, sight. 2. Feel the sense and speak aloud a memory of
再
the
到回
object.
尾聲，把這段嘅回憶大聲
3.
説出來。
Feed the object into the bird. The memory will leave the speaker as it is transferred to the pendant. That means I'll forget the memory after I say it. It's supposed to be painless, at least. No, you must remember everything. That's your role. The pendant needs this little sacrifice. I want to be sure it works. Don't be afraid. A few memories is a small price to pay for knowing you'll be safe. Okay, so this old tape should work for our sense of sound. I remember. You and I fell asleep listening to this tape. Your dad came home. We all rested together until it got dark. What an odd feeling.
俾佢抽走咗啲記憶啦，咁
Like an absence, disappearing. The empty space until I forget that I forgot anything at all. I'm glad I'm only losing a few memories. If I lost too many, I wouldn't even know who you are. You should pick the rest of the objects. I'll lose the memories, but you'll have them in a pendant forever. So they should be important to you. They should be parts of your identity you want to be sure to protect. So think about what these items and what the memories would preserve about you. Let's do smell next. Find an object with a strong odor and that holds a piece of you.
Ancient perfume, sweet. Nothing is ever lost.
放翻去原處先。糖果呢？
Sweet wax honey. How I've tried to save things.
我揀一樣嚟記得佢。咁好多嘢揀喎，人未來嘅話需要一啲咩嘢去令到呢件事
Nothing.
變得特別？
I used to see souls everywhere. Childhood. Too sweet, too old. I always wanted to experience new things. Granite, seaside, darkness. This speaks to how my mom loves me. Honey, wax, baby, waves. I was loved by people I have no memory of. Faint, damp canyon. A friend gave me this a long time ago. A friend gave me this a long time ago. Nothing. I collect stories. Nothing. I take care of fragile things. My bag and Dad's camera, ready for the great departure. Nothing. I was born in the glow of my parents' love. Nothing. I remember who my dad was. Nothing. I always looked for other worlds. Tangled nest, sour play. This speaks to how my dad loved me. Glue, acid, dust, pulp. How I always wanted to meet these strangers. Nothing. I look closely. Sour, handshake, sweat. I always had the intuition the world could change completely.
哇，好啦，決定咗啦，決定咗要放呢一個，喂，酒精，薑汁飲料，薑汁飲料好似係，但係又好普通，是但啦。其實呢個都好好，呢個啦。
This speaks to how my mom loves me.
薑汁飲料啦。
I always wanted to experience new things.
What did you choose for smell? Let's breathe in deep. This ginger drink has been in our family for generations. And you, as soon as you were old enough to talk, you said, "Let's drink it." It's hundreds of years old. Like you already wanted to experience something different. Well, we all had one horrible sip. But boy, we laughed. What would we do without you? What will we do without you? Now touch. Pick something with a texture you like.
My hand in my own hand. This speaks to how my mom loves me.
So what did you end up choosing?
小手印。
Okay, put your hand in the hand. Oh, I remember it so well. It's not as bad now, but in the old days, not many children lived long enough to grow up. We believed if a child could make it to the age of 9, they'd be all right. This print was made of your hand when you turned 9. Your father and I couldn't believe we really had a healthy girl. An old deep fear inside of me finally went away, and we saw you would just keep growing, that everything was going to be okay.
哦，係佢阿媽嘅，佢阿媽會唔記得咗我哋嘅嘢。媽咪，
I'm fine. Let's do sight. Pick something that looks nice.
佢開始越嚟越唔記得啲嘢咯喎。好睇啊！我覺得隻蟲幾靚啊。
Poisoned, blue, shine. I look closely.
So, what did you end up choosing?
昆蟲標本。
When you were a little kid and I'd wash your pants, I'd check the pockets and find all kinds of little things, rocks, leaves, bits of string. It happened less and less as you got older, but I remember the afternoon I found this beautiful blue beetle in your pocket. I thought, oh, this might be, and this dead insect suddenly became so precious to me. What is it in our young eyes that imbue every small thing with meaning? Why do we lose this? I don't think you ever did. For taste, we can eat breakfast and feed some to the burner. The memory I'll lose is the one we're forming right now. I want you to have it forever. Standing here, you're having a last taste of home. Now you're protected by lost memories. A gem of home around your neck. This is my only condition for letting you go. You must promise me never to take the pendant off. And never tamper with it.
係嘅。
Okay? Then I'm okay with you leaving. I think your camera and bag are still in your room. It's time to gather them up.
拿起工具離開嘅。
I've lost so much. How could the world ask me to lose you too?
我影張相啦。
Look at us. There we are. There we were. We'll always be right here on this beautiful morning.
I just performed a ritual with my mom. The moment has passed, but I'll record it in these pages for you, for the future.
乜都放晒落去咯。
I never knew when my mom would share a memory of Dad, while cooking, on a walk, with no warning. It knocked the wind out of me. Rituals take this grief and give it a shape and a story. Filling in this journal is a ritual too, but for a loss that hasn't hit us yet. I've brought tools to record the sights and sounds of this season. I'll start by recording the only place I've ever known.
喂，點搞啊？完全唔識影相嘅喎，唔緊要啦，影張先。影相 game 啊！
Public sleep music is a tradition of ours here. When the music ends, the village will begin to wake up. You have plenty of fresh water here. I wonder if it's more scarce in the outside world. A village that was created as a place to heal. Is that where my instinct to try to help comes from? It's so strange to imagine I'll be shaped by places and people I haven't met yet. So strange to imagine that I might feel at home somewhere else. Last night, my friends wrote down their hopes for my trip and tied them to the branches of this tree. Last night, there was a goodbye party here in the plaza. Everyone was so afraid for me. To understand that fear, to understand where I grew up, you have to know the man standing watch over the plaza, Dr. Fumio. A wish fell off the tree. I'm not supposed to read them, but it might be good for you to have an example of one. I can go against tradition a little for posterity. Pate loves fish, even though nobody here has ever seen one. Remembering everything must be painful. Dr. Fumio brought peace to so many people here. Dr. Fumio and his son founded Kero back in 776. They live on through our traditions. There are 3 murals celebrating Dr. Fumio's work. This is Dr. Fumio and his son. The statue isn't as old as it looks. The artist wore it down to give it a feeling of ancientness and the authority that comes with it. I wish I could tell you more about this poster, but I never thought to ask what it means. Now we'll both never know what it means. Oh well. The elder sought out Dr. Fumio to cure her mother, who was suffering from time misperception.
文夫博士啊，到底係乜水嚟嘅？古怪人嚟喎，好似係。我們記下了治癒時間感紊亂症嘅一日。終於可以跑啦！跑！睇下幅畫先。治癒記憶過剩嘅那一天，即係其實佢係一個關於記憶同埋時間都可以治癒到嘅一個人。睇入先。
I remember soaking my feet in here on hot days.
瘋狂影相，成日有啲雀仔叫聲㗎，係咩嚟嘅？睇下先，聞下先。
Smells like an old man's toes dipped in cinnamon.
咁核突！
I had to drink this gross potion last night. Like my pendant, it's supposed to protect my brain. This is a healing instrument created by Dr. Fumio. It draws on the pure mountain air.
可以聽翻嘅。
This is the cafe where my dad used to read his poems. He wrote one for me. Maybe he wrote it for you too.
影翻張相先啦，幫佢咖啡店。再見卡勒村，天空飛雨。
Pate's little daydream of leaving this place, of seeing something weird. Dr. Fumio said the dream sickness was caused by something very powerful. He wasn't able to cure it. Caro Village is nice if you're a child or an old person. But for those of us in between, I need to leave. Dr. Fumio was an important person, but we also just have a need to put a human face on events that are beyond our control. He may have felt just as scared and helpless as everyone else. These birds migrate, but we don't know where they come from or where they're going.
要做咩呢咁？睇埋幅畫唔可以，因為未睇幅畫。落去。
I go fishing here with my best friend Pate, even though there's nothing to catch. We both appreciate the silence. Karo Village was founded during the modernity. Much later, Dr. Fumio arrived and remade it in his image. This flower means you're in my thoughts. The morning after the search was called off for Dad, our doorstep was covered in them.
Oh.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay. How to leave home for my daughter. Find a sacred square of earth. Lay down so you have the dirt at your back. Close your eyes. Close everything. Do you see for yourself? You see for the dead, for the unborn. Do you listen for yourself? You listen for the dead, for the unborn. Your ancestors are in that dirt. All the living and all the dead are holding you up. Now, stand. They're still there, aren't they? It's time to move, to entangle yourself everywhere with everyone. So the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more to tell them.
車鋪啊！
These bikes were used by messengers a long, long time ago. Pate fixed up 3 bikes instead of 1.
黃色。 踩啊！
The irony of Cairo is that it's a closed-off place on the outskirts of a busy trading hub. A postal hub we hardly used is practically on our doorstep. I can see in these letters that the outside world has extremes of beauty and tragedy beyond anything I've known. Most of what I've seen from the outside world probably arrived in a cart like this. They were right. The letter never made it. The season before this one, the war, seems so horrible. Traders used to come to the outskirts of the village. The war put an end to this. Before setting up in Cairo village, Dr. Fumio roamed the land curing people. It must have been hard when he wasn't around anymore, especially for people who couldn't travel to the village. That poor baby. I wish humans had evolved to sing instead of talk. I feel nourished in these sights by the unfamiliarity of it all. These means of connection, long in disuse, are certainly telling me something about the world. Will they be used again in the next season?
車走。